Hey Scorpio, this is Jill with the Healing Moon Tarot, and today we're going to do a mid-May relationship reading, and I'm going to pull an oracle card and some other cards, and then move the camera angle so you can see the cards while I talk about them. Hope you all are doing well. Been looking forward to doing this reading. Now let's get an oracle card pulled. Ah. And then I try to flip 10 of them out of my hand. I think I want this one. Intuition, Scorpio. Like, really? Like we don't know. Like we don't know that we know stuff we shouldn't know. I think Scorpios seem to not always use that ability to their advantage, right? Like, we know better. That doesn't mean we're not going to do it. That doesn't mean we're not going to put ourselves in that situation because we're like, we're strong, we're capable, we can deal with everybody's whatever. I know that person has loyalty issues, or I know that person has trust issues, or I know this whatever's going, this deeper stuff's going on with this person. I know. But I'm just going to deal with them anyway, and I'm just going to put myself in situations, and then we're in that situation, we're like, no. Like, I can't get played, I can't get fooled. Yes, you can. We all can. And it's usually ourselves fooling ourselves, not somebody else. It's us, like, all that self-talk stuff. So how are you using your intuition this month, Scorpio? Especially in your relationships. Like, are you just being like crazy and questioning every little thing and then being like, oh, I just had a feeling, or like accusing them of something just because you had a random thought and being like, that was my intuition, like they're lying to me, or they're not being straight with me, or they're I don't trust them, so I'm gonna start like, I know stuff I shouldn't know, so I'm just gonna throw things at you and see what sticks. Because everybody's got something, if you dig hard enough, you're gonna find something, Scorpio. Like, it's just, that's the reality of it. So, like, are you digging to just dig? Or are you digging because, you really feel like that's important in this relationship? Like, you gotta figure some stuff out. Or you're just trusting your gut and going with it and trying to get into, are you having a healthy relationship with your intuition? Are you really spending time with yourself and listening to that quiet voice inside of you that helps guide you? Are you giving it time? Are you giving it space? Are you appreciating the bond that you can have with this person and that you can get to a place where you know each other super well? Are you getting to know them and not letting them get to know you? Because that happens, right? It definitely happens with us, where we will pick them apart so we know everything we need to know, so we know how to interact with them and we know how to play that game. And then when it comes time for them to get connected to us, we're like, I'm only going to give you what's appropriate based on what I've already learned about you. I'm not just going to be real with you. Let's move the camera so we can see these cards. All right, Scorp. So here's the intuition card. It's just so flippin' beautiful. And on your side, we have the Knight of Wands and Strength. So Scorpio, you may be like, I'm going to live this passion, I'm going to get out in the world, and I'm going to interact, and I'm going to all of these things. And I know a lot of us Scorpios, we may really be coming in hard on this, like, I'm going to do something different. and I'm going to put myself into the world differently, or I'm going to reconnect with the world. I feel like a lot of us have kind of been in hermit mode, or kind of shut off and sit back and watching everybody else do stuff and figuring things out. And now we're coming into this space. It really bothers me, the shine on that card. Coming into this space of, all right, I'm ready to get out there in the world. I'm ready to engage with my passions and make some progress. And I want to come from this place of love and understanding, and this deeper, like, living my purpose kind of self-helpy stuff. That's, how to find your purpose TED Talks, right? And then whoever this is in your life, they may be feeling like things are imbalanced. We have the Six of Coins and the Four of Cups. And both of these cards, like, this card shows an obvious imbalance, right? There's a rich person giving to the poor. This card speaks very much of a sharing of resources. They may feel, that they're having to invest in you or take care of you in some way if you are out doing something new. Or this may be they're feeling like they're having to take from you as well. Whatever this give and take energy here is. But it's a beautiful energy. Sometimes it can be kind of hard to deal with if it's gone on too long or the scale doesn't seem to balance out. But in general, it looks like they're in a place that they're willing to have a give and take relationship with you. But they may be not willing to accept some of your love right now. In the Four of Cups, this person is depicted as really just paying attention to what they already have, and they are not paying attention to what is headed their way, what is showing up for them. So, and again, cups are emotional stuff, so they are really focused on what they already have right now, and they may just not be aware of how things are coming in, or if they're seeing this coming in, there may be like this packaging problem. I explain this quite frequently with this card, but I think it's really prevalent in the world we live in today of, setting standards on how somebody loves us, not being willing to accept, because, if you could have a Tiffany bracelet show up in a plain ugly brown bag, are you going to turn it away just because the bag didn't fit what you were expecting? You're expecting the little blue box, right? If you got a brown bag, are you going to throw the whole thing away? Because what's inside of it's still the same. It's still what you wanted. It just didn't show up how you wanted it to. So this person may just be having a needing or having a rest, a time of reflecting on their emotional state, their emotional well-being, what relationships they have right now, or what they can deal with right now. And I feel like you could be like, all right, I'm ready to make some changes, I'm ready to make some moves, I'm ready to present myself in this way, and they're not able to see it or receive it in the way that you're intending right now. And this is, our suggestion card is coming out as the Five of Coins, and this came out twice today in this position, so this may just be different perspectives. You two are not lining up in some way. You are, this rich and poor kind of energy that's showing up on these cards just feels like a really big division between where the two of you think you are in your relationship. I feel like these are very strong energies. You being a Scorpio, you're like in this, all right, this kind of like extreme, like, okay, a lot of Scorpios, me included, I have like two settings. I have like, I'm not doing anything, I'm gonna sit here and just be in my head for the rest of my life, or I have full board, running at top speed out in the world. I don't have like much in between. It's all or nothing with me on a pretty regular basis, and it's really frustrating sometimes, but that's how my energy seems to flow. So that may be really wearing on whoever this is, because you seem to be in a movement phase, and they seem to be in a still phase, recalibrating where they're at and what they want and who they are. And this division is just not feeling good right now. So I think it is important to pull into your intuition this month and go into that, what feels good, what do I know aligns with my soul, what matches up with my moral compass, those kinds of deep inner feelings, instead of just being, okay, this is my new life, I just created this new thing and I'm gonna go do it, is what I'm getting from these cards right now. Like, all right, I'm just gonna get out in the world and I'm gonna give it all I got and I'm just gonna be strong and figure it out because I'm smart enough to do this. And your partner's over there going, I am not that excited. I'm not feeling that way. I'm feeling like there's a big rift here, and I'm gonna pout about it maybe a little bit because you're not showing up the way I thought you would, or you're not telling me the things I really want to hear about you. However this is playing out for you, Scorpio, I just feel like you know better. we tend to always know better. You know better. Like, you know that in order to keep this relationship feeling equal and so forth, you have to be willing to share of yourself in an authentic way, and you have to be willing to take whatever they have to give. And sometimes you set those expectations and people fall short, or maybe you are falling short of their expectations at the moment because you've changed your direction. And there's just a lot of that happening right now. Just this unease, this off-kilter, the scale kind of shifting, if you will. And so I feel, Scorpio, you know how you're going to have to interact with this person. You know them really well. You've already got them figured out. You already know. I feel like you do. And so you just have to be willing to offer them love and support in a way that they're going to be able to accept it. And you know how they want to, you know how to put on the role. You know how to put on the mask for people, right? We're like freaking professionals. That's why we sit back and watch them and figure them out. So when it's time for us to share of ourselves, we know what to give them. We know what they're going to respond to or whatever. So, what are you giving them? Are you purposely like, screw you, I'm not going to give you the support I used to or whatever because this new me doesn't align with that? Like, that's not fair. Like, you have to be straightforward, say that doesn't necessarily work for me anymore, or whatever it is. But this card is really calling on us to see the support that's right there beside us. They will support you and you can support them. You just have to bring these two perspectives more in alignment so they can see each other. You know what I mean? They're on the outside of that building. Anybody inside that building, unless they're looking out the window, don't see them passing by so they can run out and help them. These people are so consumed in their misery or grief and keeping their head down, they're not understanding that there's help right there. You can be this for each other. You can be this space that can help each other out if you're willing to do that. And they may not be willing to lift their head to you right now and what you have to offer, and you gotta be okay with that. I know that's not what you want to hear, but that's really, you already know. You already know, Scorp. All right, I think that's all we're going to do today. I hope this was helpful. If this resonated with you in any way, shape, or form, please throw me a thumbs up or leave me a comment. My other social medias will be linked below. If you'd like to see me again, hit the subscribe button. And I think that's everything. I will see you soon, Scorpio. Be well.